Do you think you'll continue to show the boys' faces on social media?
Do you ever feel like having twins is just too hard?
I feel like this is something that's really not spoken about very much.
Do you worry you'll struggle to conceive again? We've talked about this, and I am going to go and get...
Does your YouTube career allow you to live comfortably?
So the way that we deal with hate comment...
The best thing we ever did.
We're going to make an Easter cake. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. It's actually Easter today, hence why Elle is
weighing out my Easter egg.
We're like at the end of our honeymoon diet. Really fun actually, working together and doing that together.
It's been easier because we've been doing it together.
Way easier. But this video is not about that. This video is going to be a big old catch-up, life catch-up. There's been lots of stuff happening. We're going to probably get pretty deep, because there are some deep questions. And if you haven't watched our videos, then welcome. We are parents of twins. We try and keep it real. We try and show the ups and downs of parenthood and just general life, right? By the way this is going to work is we're just going to bring you along on our day, because we get bored doing sit down.
He gets bored.
I get
Fab
bored.
can't sit still, so he's like, let's do a Q&A, but like in a vlog, but then like doing stuff.
Yeah, but it's more entertaining to watch as well. Let us know if you think that. But I think if it's like sat in one spot continuously, it's a bit
let us know what you prefer. A sit down Q&A or a Q&A like a vlog.
So let's start with like a more of a lighter one. So this one is, how did you guys find and cope with moving house, having a wedding and babies all within a year? So yeah, if you are new here, last year we got married. We also had twins in November 2022 and we moved house in that year. So technically not in the same year, but pretty much.
Well, it was within
12 months.
days, yeah.
Yeah. How did we cope? It was difficult.
Well, I don't know. We kind of thrive off being really busy, don't we?
Yeah.
Like that's when we don't have much to do. That's when we find things a little bit harder, isn't it? But
yeah.
We've always been this way. Like we're always doing stuff. Always got stuff planned.
It was difficult because you were pregnant. Moving house with Ellen being pregnant
that was difficult.
Was a bit stressful, but we managed to get it done really quick. What was stressful from my point of view is getting married and planning a wedding whilst having twin toddlers. Even though I can see you putting a face. What was that? Because you did the majority of it.
You literally did nothing for the wedding apart from turn up.
Are you joking me? I actually did.
You helped design the wedding invitation.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had any guess if it was me. That was stressful because we kind of left a lot of it to last minute.
It was the best day though.
But it worked out insane,
Yeah,
and our wedding day was everything we dreamed of and more. Do you ever feel like having twins is just too hard?
Yes.
You guys seem to have it so together. Yes. There are plenty of times where we think, wow, like, can we even do this? Like, this is really hard.
Yeah, there are days where it's like anything, I think. There's days where you just think like, oh my gosh, this is so hard.
Yeah.
Really, really hard. And then there's other days where it's like, oh, this is actually alright.
Yeah.
I think that's the same with
a
single baby from speaking to people. When they're like 18 months, from a year to 18 months, they like kick off royally at having their nappy changed, getting dressed, putting a coat on, putting shoes on, trying to put socks. Like when you've battled with a baby or battled with a child to get their shoes and socks on, the thought of them being like, I've got to go and do this again now.
Yeah.
I've got to prepare myself to go and get the other one's shoes on, and by the time you've got the other one's shoes on, this one's taking them off.
Yeah, that is true.
And I always think like, imagine having triplets. Imagine having to do it again.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that is a good coping strategy. I think it's like there's always someone worse off than you. So if you think you're having a hard day, there's someone having a harder day.
I don't think worse off. That sounds like we're saying that people
I don't mean in that. I mean like, I mean like there's always someone having a more difficult time, and that's not to say that your feelings aren't valid, but there's someone who's having a worse time than you. So
I'm putting this away because
even though we seem like we have it together, we don't some days. Like I'd like to think majority of the time we are a pretty good team, and we do. Some
days you just need to have the telly on and have a bit of a sit down with them, because it's just chaos.
Yeah.
You know, we have those days.
Right, I'm going to answer one more and then I'm going to leave you to do some because I'm starving. By the way, I've just gone for a run and almost got a PB, but I went to pause it at traffic lights and I clicked end on my Apple Watch, so it ended. But I did see Ellen walking the boys, and that gave me a motivation boost.
You like grabbed me from behind.
I was going to smack you on the bum, but then I thought,
Oh my god.
As I got closer, I thought I probably shouldn't do that, because if you don't realise it's me.
Do that.
Yeah, what, get straight into a fertility
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Right, there's been loads of questions around fertility and are we worried about that? Are we having babies again? Like, when are we having babies? And just to give you some context, if you haven't watched our videos, we were completely open about our fertility struggles, my fertility struggles from the male side of it. We were blessed with twins as we were about to start our IVF journey, and we documented the whole process.
Yeah.
And it was like a magical, scary roller coaster. But that's probably why there's so many questions, because a lot of you would have come from our fertility videos. And one of the proudest videos that you probably feel the same, but we made a video about like everything we did.
Oh yeah, to get pregnant without IVF.
Yeah, like everything we did that helped us get pregnant, and we posted that like on a whim just to try and help people. And the amount, I'm not saying this works for everyone and it's such a difficult topic, but we get DMs every week from people saying, I've tried this. Yeah, like all the time, from people being successful doing what we did.
I tried what you suggested and it worked.
Yeah, and we're not professionals like at all, but it's just nice to know that you can put something out and be vulnerable and it actually help other people. So that's why we're completely open to talking about this stuff.
And we will be with the next baby too. We will be filming stuff. We haven't decided whether or not we're going to like upload it live, so that we go on the journey together in real time, or whether we do the same as what we did last time.
The question says, what kind of age gap do you want between the twins and your next child? And then part 2, and do you worry you'll struggle to conceive again? Age gap we want is like 3 years. 3, that's like the magic gap, right? Is 3 or 4.
I just don't know if it would work with like jealousy and stuff. I think the boys would find it quite hard having like another baby in the house at this age. They're very
they don't understand yet, do they?
No, they want our attention all the time, and of course we want to give it to them. So if we had another baby, the guilt would just be horrendous, and I don't feel like we would enjoy it.
Yeah, that's the
much.
thing, is I want to like enjoy the boys' early years, like even 3 and 4 is still early, but you get.
And then when they go to school and we're feeling really lonely and sad, we can have another one.
And we do. I wouldn't say worry about conceiving again, because we've got our boys, and if that's that, then we're extremely lucky to have the boys.
And they've got each other.
Like it couldn't have been more of a blessing to have twins, to be honest. It's hard, but I wouldn't change it at all. Mm-hmm. So I'm not worried, but it's definitely like a slight concern that it could happen, like it could be worse or could be the same.
You're actually going to get a test, aren't you?
Yeah, we've talked about this, and I am going to go and get a test again fairly soon.
Yeah, just to see whether or not it's got worse, or whether because if it stayed the same or got better, touch wood, we know that we can wait.
Yes.
But if it hasn't got better and it's got worse, we know that we need to act
now. Start taking
basically.
Those vitamins now and just start like getting everything in motion. Yeah. But I don't know. The difference is now, right? We've got that glimmer of hope.
Yeah.
We know that it's happened once. Like I was told that basically it's not going to happen. Yeah. So like for that to happen has now given me hope, and I feel like having hope in that situation is a huge thing. Do you want to answer some, and I'm going to go and make some breakfast?
Okay. Do you fight more or less since becoming parents, and how to handle disagreements as parents? I feel like this is something that's really not spoken about very much, and social media can portray a really happy family with no arguments and everything's perfect. It's not the case at all. Like I would say we definitely argue more now since having the boys. We've started to notice as the boys also grow up as well that we have very differing parenting styles. So we have spoken about it before. Fab's very much more of the worrier, the anxious type of parent, whereas I'm the more of like let them experience it, learn from mistakes kind of parent. But we've come together and we had a chat after a huge argument, basically agreed a style that suits both of us. That was the best decision for us, and it's working really well. But yeah, we do bicker and argue a lot more since having the boys, but I think that's just natural. Like they're testing your patience as in the babies are testing your patience, but instead of taking it out on the babies, you take it out on each other because we're comfortable with taking it out on each other, but we don't want to take it out on the boys. Reality of it is that we're just completely overstimulated by, like, it could be like the environment, it could be that we've had a really bad day with the boys, it could be we've had a bad day with work.
We're like growing, I think.
We are, and
as
we're
husband
adapting,
and wife,
and that's
like,
the whole thing about a relationship, is that you adapt and you change and you talk and you communicate, and I feel like that's something that we are really good at. Yeah,
and it's really important. One thing I'm really conscious of is us not growing apart, because when you have kids, it's so easy to neglect each other
and just focus on
grow apart. But we're really both aware of that and trying to.
And we do stuff together. We're doing more things to just two of us. You are allowed to take time out as parents to spend time just the two of you, and it really helps. It really helps. You come back to your kids refreshed. I'm going to answer this one really quickly because I feel like, especially on our Dubai outfits video, people who never normally comment on our stuff came out of the woodwork and just started hurling abuse at us, mainly me.
But it's not even the comments of people saying about Dubai to respect Dubai. It's the one there was nasty comments.
Yeah, like people like calling me a stripper, saying that I'm going to end up in jail. This question is, how do you deal with hate comments, and do you get much hate at all? So no, we don't get much hate at all. We're very lucky to have such a positive community on here and also on Instagram, so it's very, very rare that we do get hate comment. Like I said, on that video we did get a couple of nasty comments. So the way that we deal with hate comments and nasty comments is just delete the comment and block the person, because we don't need those type of people watching our stuff. And I think the way that we deal with hate comments is when someone leaves a hate comment, it actually makes me feel quite sorry for somebody, because in order to be so horrible to somebody, you've obviously got a lot of issues yourself.
People who are happy in life and are genuine nice people would never put someone else down.
Deliberately try to make somebody sad.
No.
There's a way of saying stuff. On that note, I'm going to go and get my list of jobs to do or the boys nap, and I might actually take you guys with us.
Look at these protein oats, frozen raspberries and honey on top. Are you going to take them with you? What are you doing?
I've got like vintage parcels to pack up.
Right, are you going to be speaking quietly? You could chuck a mic on up there.
Okay, this is my list of things to do. Order food shopping, vintage parcels, case on laptop, and clean bedroom. I also need to try and go to the gym at some point today, which I've completely forgotten about. First things first, I'm going to do the Vinted parcels because I've actually sold loads of my clothes and the boys' stuff on Vinted, and I always like to try and get things sent out really, really quickly. So let's do that together. So here is all of my Vinted stuff. I've also got loads of stuff in here as well. So I need to go through everything and just pick out what's been sold and then package it up. I've sold a load of my old work clothes, obviously because I'm not teaching anymore, so wouldn't normally wear those clothes on a day-to-day basis. Hi, you can help me. You can be my little...
You're little?
You can be my packager-upper.
No. All that you sold?
Yeah.
So we've had a couple of questions here. One is, when did you start a sleep routine with the boys? And the other is, how did you sleep train the boys? We've actually there was quite a few about sleep training and stuff. Again, this is like a touchy subject, but honestly the best thing we ever did was to sleep train the boys. We did the Ferber method, which if you don't know, have a look into it, do some research. There's like different methods of sleep training. Yep. We went with the more gentler one. Took about 3 or 4 days and they were sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
From the age of 6 months. But yeah, we did the Ferber method and it was the best thing we ever did, so I would highly recommend doing it. The boys sleep from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. like most days, unless they're poorly or something. Yeah. Help with baby-led weaning anxiety. Baby keeps puking and gagging. I really struggled with this, didn't I?
Yeah.
When we started. In fact, I think we've got footage from when we first started doing it. I just documented it for us to have that footage. So if I can find it, I'll put it up. But our boys used to gag and like it
which is really normal.
Which is
every baby normal. Does.
It seems like they're choking, but they're really not. And what we learned is that noise is good.
Yes.
So if they're making noise and they're gagging, that is absolutely fine. That is absolutely normal. And it's just them learning how to eat, basically.
Yeah. It's when they're quiet and red is when you have to panic.
Yeah. How to get over the anxiety is just, number one, make sure you know what to look out for. Number two, know how to do first aid on your baby if they do choke. And number three, take comfort in knowing that lots of other people have been through that and it will be okay. This is a controversial one, Ellen. Do you think you'll continue to show the boys' faces on social media as they get older?
Yes, until school. Or if they say to us earlier than school that they don't want to be in the videos, then we will continue to, yeah.
Yeah. As they now get older and get a bit more independent and get a bit of a character about themselves and be able to think for themselves, which they are now, then we'll put them less in the videos. Like,
but of course, naturally they're not going to want to sit down with us and sit in front of a camera,
exactly.
are they?
Naturally, that is the key word there, is the reason we put them in the video so much is because up until now, they have pretty much not left our side. They've been dependent on us. They still are, but we've had to play with them, cuddle them, like they're just with us 24/7. But now, they're a lot more independent, aren't they? And they will
I'm not going to chase them around the house with a camera.
No.
But if they pop up in the camera, then that's fine.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's our choice. They're our children. They don't have a say yet. And if they do have a say and they turn around and say, I don't want to be in the videos, then that's absolutely fine. We're not going to force them to stay in them.
No.
But equally, it's nobody else's choice apart from ours.
Yeah.
And we don't judge people who choose not to have their children online and not to show their children. So it is something that we review regularly and we may change our minds.
Yeah, if they turned around and said, I don't want any of those videos online, I would take them all off. For Elle, being into fitness, did you count calories and watch your diet whilst you were pregnant?
No, not when I was pregnant. And I also don't do it unless I'm on a cut, because I kind of know my body well enough to not count calories when I'm not trying to be in a calorie deficit. And I certainly didn't do it when I was pregnant. In fact, I had a completely different view on my body when I was pregnant. Obviously, I looked so different pregnant than I do now or did before, because I've always been into my fitness and stuff like that. But then pregnant, I did gain a lot of weight. Like my legs got bigger, my arms got bigger, my face got bigger. But I kind of just embraced it. Like, you're literally doing a superhuman thing by growing a child, and in order to grow that child, you need to have food and you need to fuel your body. Yes, okay, the whole thing of you're eating for two, or I used to get, boy, you're eating for three, is a load of nonsense.
Yeah.
Don't eat more than what you need, but don't also restrict yourself when pregnant.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you could be hurting your baby as well. So try and view it that like you're doing a superhuman thing, growing a human, and that baby needs nutrients, needs foods, needs calories, needs you to eat well.
Yeah.
So that they can grow. And who cares if you put on, do you know what, right? I never, ever, ever look at a pregnant woman and go, oh, you're big. Like, you're fat.
No.
Or your legs have got bigger, or your arms have got bigger.
Yeah.
I look at them and I just think like, wow, there is an actual baby inside your tummy right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So no one is looking at you and thinking negatively of you. People are probably looking at you and thinking, you are incredible. I think it's really important when you're pregnant to kind of be kind to yourself a little bit. And
yeah.
I literally lived on bourbons and kiwis.
But it's important to note as well, you did eat healthy. Like Ellen does eat healthy.
I do naturally, yeah, because...
And you can't just eat rubbish when you're pregnant, because...
that can be negative too, but just eat what you eat
don't
what you
restrict
normally
yourself.
do.
Does your YouTube career allow you to live comfortably, or is it not that well paid? Love you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for loving us. This is one of those things that a lot of people don't like talking about, and I'm not going to go into like how much money we make or anything like that, because that is private, but I do think it's good to talk about these things because
people have
it's
assumptions.
Like, pardon?
People have assumptions.
Yeah, that, but also it's good for people who are like aspiring YouTubers. Like if I used to actually watch videos on like how much YouTubers make to like get to see if it's possible or not. So it wouldn't sustain us alone, but we do make like decent money from YouTube. It definitely contributes to our income. I spent a lot of time learning about different streams of income to do with social media. So the different revenue streams from YouTube, we have YouTube ads. So like the ads that you see that you skip will get paid from YouTube for that, which that fluctuates massively. So you couldn't rely on that alone to just like pay your bills or whatever. We then also have brand deals. So like when we work with a brand, they'll pay you to sponsor a segment of a video. And that is where we earn the most money from YouTube. And we do that across all of our other social media platforms as well. But YouTube is a big one for us. The thing is, right, on that topic, we could be making a hell of a lot more than we do by doing any brand deal that comes in. But we do turn down a lot of them because we don't want to push crap. Because at the end of the day, your trust is way more valuable to us than like a quick buck. You've also got affiliate links. So like usually whenever we link something in the description, it will be an affiliate link. So if you shop through that link, we will earn like, I don't know, 20p, 30p, something like that. I don't know what it is, it differs on the product. And we will always state that it's an affiliate link. If you look in our description, it says that the above links are affiliate link. We don't earn a lot of money from that, but if you're a big YouTuber and you're pulling in like hundreds of thousands, millions of views, I know there's some people that make like a living off of just doing affiliate links. Yeah, YouTube does pay well, but
it's not our main source.
No, I also have my own freelance business.
That may I just add, sometimes Fab is working from 5 a.m. in the morning until 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night.
On and off, yeah, not all day, but
so
like
he
on
works
and off.
really, really hard. I know it can come across as like, I've just left my job, all we do is YouTube, but Fab works incredibly, incredibly hard to build this life for us as a family, and YouTube is still something that we do because we enjoy doing it, isn't it? Like we love making videos, we love looking back at videos, we love like talking with you guys, we love hearing that you guys are loving the videos and stuff. So that's why we do YouTube. We don't do YouTube for money. No, because Fab does
just a bonus.
have another job.
There was another question about, do you worry about not relating to people now that you've got all these changes in your life, or not being relatable, sorry?
No, because we are literally just normal human beings. We are so, if you know us personally, and people who watch this know us, we are just like your normal, average people.
If you met us, then we'd be exactly how we are on the videos. But I do think we probably are a little bit less relatable because not many people are, number one, self-employed, let alone both of them self-employed. So I feel like
a lot of people, a lot of women, stay at home and look after the children. And just because we do social media doesn't make us unrelatable, because we still relate to a lot of people, because a lot of the time the women do stay at home with the children. Yeah. And the father does go to work, or vice versa.
Do you want some help?
Now you offer.
Come on then, what do you want me to do? Oh no, it's Gary's birthday today. There's wet toilet roll on the lawn.
No idea.
Do you reckon the builders have thrown that over?
Well, wipe them off with it. So I have really quickly just popped to the gym to do my cardio. I only had cardio to do today because I actually want to go home now and do some crafts with the boys. Obviously it's Easter and I love doing crafts, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that now with the boys. If they're up, if they're not up, I'm gonna have my lunch.
Right, got to speak quietly because the boys will be up any minute. If you know, then you know. You've got to, you can't let a pin drop when your baby's asleep. To be fair, I've just had a shower and it didn't wake them up, and that was next to their room. How was your cardio?
Yeah, good.
I'm just prepping the boys' lunch. So they've got this from leftover from last night, which is just sweet potato, cod, and dairy-free cheese. And then they're loving eggs at the moment, so I've done them hard-boiled eggs. Elle, I needed to ask you, because they're on the milk ladder, are we putting in...
You should have used that one,
Yeah, but I made it last night, didn't I?
Don't worry, because they've got lasagna for tea.
What are you having for your lunch?
I'm having some salad, I'm having a veggie burger, and I don't know what else I could have. I need to do the food shop, and that's on my list to do. In fact, I should have done that on the Stairmaster.
What did you do on the Stairmaster?
My
Vinted.
check-in.
Oh, your check-in, nice.
Yeah.
We're going to make cakes. We're going to make an Easter cake.
Mix.
Do you want to mix it? Good boy.
Mix.
Good boy.
Mix.
Good boy.
Alexa, tell my husband that my baby's pooed.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
We're making Easter cards.
Wow. Does it feel funny?
These, look. Bye.
Who is it?
Hi! This is for you from the boys. This is today.
Uh-oh.
Open. Way.
Open. Oh.
What noise does the sheep make? Sit down. Sit down, that's it. Go! Whee!
Like whack-a-mole.
Right, we hope you have enjoyed catching up with us and we hope we've answered some of your questions there. If we didn't, then we will be doing more of these in the future on our Instagram and our YouTube community page, so make sure you follow us and subscribe. We've got some really exciting content coming with our Dubai trip soon, lots of good stuff coming to the channel, so make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for watching and we will see you next week.